The world of hip-hop isn't exactly known as the most welcoming place for the LGBTQ community. The genre has a history of making queerness a punchline, but thankfully the scene is evolving. Let's take a closer look at these stories of rappers who've come out as gay. Odd Future has long been criticized for its homophobic lyrics, so much so that the band was booted from Australia's massive Big Day Out festival in 2011, according to Billboard. That made it all the more shocking when the following year, Odd Future member Frank Ocean publicly came out in a statement posted to his Tumblr account. According to NPR, Ocean posted the message after a journalist who was at a listening party for his then-upcoming album Channel Orange claimed that some of his songs involved male love interests. In Ocean's letter, which was originally meant to be included in the Channel Orange liner notes, the rapper spoke about having his first gay romance at the age of 19. It was unrequited love at its most heartbreaking. He was ultimately rejected after their fling. He wrote, "Some things never are, and we were. I won't forget you. I won't forget the summer. I'll remember who I was when I met you. I feel like a free man. If I listen closely, I can hear the sky falling too." Since her tenure with Odd Future, Syd, previously known as Syd the Kid, has received a Grammy nomination and major praise from massive artists such as Beyoncé and Pharrell Williams, according to The Guardian. She also made the brave step of publicly coming out before her bandmate Frank Ocean released his Tumblr letter. According to LA Weekly, Syd came out through the video for Cocaine. She told LA Weekly, "I decided to do it because I wish I had someone like that, an openly gay female artist, while I was coming up. People write on my Tumblr just thanking me for making the video, saying that I really inspire them and they want to be like me. But I wasn't always this way, this comfortable with myself, and I remember what that was like." Nonetheless, the Odd Future DJ wasn't exactly accepted into the gay community, particularly considering Odd Future's controversial history. The group's tracks were so vulgar that, according to The Guardian, Syd's parents temporarily kicked her out of the house when they first gave it a listen. Though the backlash from the LGBTQ community hurt her feelings, she said it did make her think more deeply about her art. Syd has since left Odd Future in her past. Big Freedia was already making waves in her New Orleans hometown, collaborating with everyone from RuPaul to Diplo and scoring her own Fuse show, Big Freedia Bounces Back. However, her notoriety skyrocketed to the next level when she got a life-changing call from Beyoncé's publicist. Big Freedia told Vice she, quote, "died in her own skin right then and there, so when Beyoncé called her personally, she likely died a second time." Big Freedia lent her voice to Beyoncé's infamous spoken word interlude on Formation. Big Freedia might be best known for her music and bombastic personality, but she's also known for her unapologetically outspoken advocacy for LGBTQ rights. She told The Advocate she considers herself a, quote, "voice for a lot of people who really don't have a voice." In 2018, she shared her touching coming out story in a Backseat Heat segment on The Wendy Williams Show. During one of her birthday parties with all of her friends around her to support her, she decided to tell her mother she was gay.
And when I told her, she said, "Mom already know, baby."
Okay.
She already knew. That was my backbone, baby.
Chance the Rapper isn't the only talent in his bloodline. The star's younger brother, Taylor Bennett, made waves in the hip-hop world with his projects Broad Shoulders and Restoration of an American Idol, his Billboard-charting single New World with EDM rockers Cruella, and his 2018 Young Thug collaboration Better Than You Ever Been. In 2017, the same year his Cruella hit climbed the Hot Dance Electronic Songs charts, Bennett came out as bisexual. He opened up about his sexuality in a tweet, admitting to Rolling Stone that it was surprising that some of his followers actually thought his account had been hacked. This gave Bennett the chance to walk back on his comment, which he contemplated for about 5 or 10 minutes before experiencing an outpouring of love from his fan base that prompted him to push forward. He explained, "I decided to come out before my 21st birthday because I felt like I was going to be a man, and not just a man, a grown-ass man. I had felt like I wanted to say who I was, and I was so tired of listening to everybody else. It's the one point of my life that I just decided to be myself." Brockhampton, the 15-member rap collective and self-described boy band, has taken the internet by storm with its DIY ethics. Its members are truly a product of the internet age and, according to Forbes, spawned from the depths of a Kanye West message board. Since then, they've reportedly landed a Viceland documentary, a #1 debut on the Billboard 200, and a multi-million-dollar record deal with RCA, which frontman Kevin Abstract claimed was going to help them push their, quote, gay agenda. The star, whose real name is Ian Simpson, Williamson has been open about his sexuality to the group's fervent fanbase, but that wasn't always the case. In 2012, Abstract read Frank Ocean's famous coming out letter on Tumblr. He was just 16 years old and had recently had his first experience with a man. Though the rapper wouldn't openly discuss his sexuality until a couple of years later, the star told Fader that Ocean's letter saved him. Today, he hopes to normalize his sexuality by singing about it. He told Shortlist, "I'd see negative comments and forget being gay was a big deal to some people, that some people hadn't heard it before. My goal is just to normalize it. Straight rappers talk about their sexual relationships without warning me, and they are more explicit and violent. I have to express myself and who I am." Makonnen Sharon, known by the pseudonym iLoveMakonnen, rose to fame when his single Tuesday became a top 20 hit after Drake crafted an epic remix. The Canadian rapper subsequently signed the up-and-comer to his OVO sound label, but according to iHeartRadio, iLoveMakonnen didn't start out on top. The rapper initially crafted his songs with a keyboard and a broken gateway computer, yet still managed to capture the attention of designer Alexander Wang, who put him in the brand's Spring-Summer 2016 campaign. Sharon has since parted ways with Drake, who helped him nab a Grammy nomination, but he made an even bigger impact on his own when he came out as gay on Twitter in 2017. According to ID, iLoveMakonnen said in a since-deleted series of tweets, "As a fashion icon, I can't tell you about everybody else's closet. I can only tell you about mine, and it's time I've come out. And since y'all love breaking news, here's some old news to break. I'm gay. And now I've told you about my life, maybe you can go live yours."
I'm gonna go ahead and man up and be a pioneer for the kids, give them something real to see instead of all this fakery and
The star's tweets were mostly met with support from his fans and, of course, a couple of jokes about why he didn't reveal the news on a Tuesday. Azealia Banks is one controversial woman.
Maybe there's rebelliousness in me. No, you will not box me and you will not quiet me, so I'll say even more crazy.
The rapper has had a feud with countless A-listers, from Lana Del Rey to Russell Crowe. One could argue that the realization that Banks has been practicing witchcraft in a blood-stained room for half a decade, according to People magazine, is far more newsworthy than the fact that Banks doesn't consider herself straight. Banks is an out-and-proud bisexual and has been for years. The star publicly addressed it in a 2012 interview with the New York Times, noting, "I'm not trying to be like the bisexual lesbian rapper." She discussed it again in a Rolling Stone interview later that year. By 2015, the rapper felt like people still didn't get the hint and took to Twitter to air her grievances following an onslaught of accusations claiming she was homophobic. According to Billboard, she wrote, "It's really tiring having explained myself to people I'm not even talking to. Because of course I don't want to piss off my fans. Just give the Azealia Banks is a homophobe thing a rest, because I'm not. I have a transgender sibling. My whole life is gay. All of my friends are gay. I am bisexual, so please stop." Zebra Katz, the alter ego of rapper O.J. Morgan, has become somewhat of a poster child for the queer rap movement. In 2012, he skyrocketed to fame when his song I'm a Reed was chosen for Rick Owens' Paris Fashion Week show. What most people don't know is that, according to The Guardian, the single was a tribute to New York's ballroom scene as depicted in the 1990 documentary Paris is Burning, and all the voguing and drag culture that came with it. Morgan actually developed his Zebra Katz persona because he felt like rap needed a, quote, strong black other queer male. He told Independent, "There are a lot of rappers who can't come out and say they are queer and are sleeping with people of the same sex. You don't have a large number of hip-hop artists who state they are queer and proud. That's what is most jarring to me. It's kind of sad that those few who do come out get so much attention because they are gay rather than because of their music." Mykki Blanco told Plus that his father knew he was gay since age 3, but when the artist came out to the public in 2015, he also revealed that he was HIV positive. According to Plus, Blanco is the, quote, only living rapper who acknowledges having the virus. Blanco came out on Facebook during Pride Month. He initially held back the information because he was worried it would ruin his rap career, noting that he planned to come out when he was around 40 years old or after he had made millions. But something prompted Blanco to change his plans and come out sooner. He told Plus, "I did it on this whole emotional whim, but I think afterwards when Newsweek and Time magazine, who have never heard of me before, are writing about it, I'm like, oh wait, maybe it's been a while since someone's done this." Lil Nas X won over everyone with Old Town Road, the most streamed song of 2019 as of July. Then he hit fans in the feels again when he performed to a gymnasium of screaming elementary school children, but he really tugged at heartstrings when he came out on the very last day of Pride Month in 2019. The rapper revealed the news in a tweet following weeks of online speculation, saying, "Some of y'all already know, some of y'all don't care, some of y'all not gone with me no more. But before this month ends, I want y'all to listen closely to Closure." Closure is a track from his 7 EP, and while it doesn't confirm his sexuality, it does hint at someone finally being true to their identity. The rapper later clarified that he, quote, "thought he made it obvious when he worked a rainbow into his EP's cover art." Unfortunately, Lil Nas X did get some backlash after coming out so publicly.
I'm not angry or anything, because it's like I understand, how they just want that reaction. But I'm just going to joke back with him.
He admitted to BBC Breakfast that he didn't feel like homosexuality was accepted in either the country or hip-hop communities, but he hoped his decision to come out would help those fans who struggle with similar issues. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite celebs are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.